The first Northeast Geology and Mining Ministers Conclave hosted by the Department of Geology and Mining, Government of Nagaland at Niatu Resort in Chumuketima today with Union Minister of Mines, Coal and Parliamentary Affairs Prahlad Joshi as the chief guest. Nagaland Chief Minister Nipuryo, Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma and Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma delivered speeches. Let's have a look.
जो पहले नहीं हुआ था अभी करना चाहिए, that is our goal. Budget allocation for the development of Northeast region has doubled in the last 7 years. The previous regime, it was cumulatively around 36,108 crores in previous regime government of 10 years, and in 7 years we have allocated 76,040 crores. From 14 to 22, it is 76,040 crores. In fact, this year's budget, Prime Minister's Development Initiative of the Northeast PM Divine scheme was announced. The scheme will fund the infrastructure of the Northeast, an initial allocation of 1,500 crores. Some of the major developments in northern regions in the last 7 years: the Bogibeel Bridge in Assam, Maitri Setu between India and Bangladesh. In 2014, only 6 airports were functional in Northeast. Now 15 airports are functional. A total 4,600 kilometers. The first Janashatabdi Express train connecting the Manipur and Tripura via Assam was started this year. 14 new railway line projects are ongoing that have taken up at the cost of 57,000 crores. Under the Pilgrimage, Regeneration and the Spiritual Heritage Augmentation Drive, Prashad, the scheme development of Kamakhya Devi Temple, 30 crores has been allocated. Pilgrimage and Felicitation, Nagaland, 25 crores. Meghalaya, 29 crores has already been sanctioned. Even the coal and mining sector, the Northeast region is progressing well. We believe that the tribal people who are the local residents should benefit from the minerals below their land. In Meghalaya, a standard operating procedure has been notified to undertake this prospecting operation of the coal. All the 17 applications for the grant of prospecting license for the coal have been approved by the central government. Northeastern coal fields projected a coal production during 22-23 is 0.2 million ton a year, and after the operationalization of Kripa, UCP and the Tikok West expansion, the coal production will be increased to 1.2 million ton, and we are hopeful by 23 end we are going to make it 1.8 million ton. And with there are some issues in coordination with the state government. We are trying to resolve that. If that happens by 23 end, we are planning to produce around 3 million tons of the coal here. All these achievements were made possible owing to the reforms that we have undertaken in the last 8 years after adopting an auction-only regime with the CMSP Act and the MMDR Act amendment in 2015. National Mineral Exploration Trust was created to promote the mineral exploration. If any states want mineral exploration, they should submit the proposal with the NMET, and I ensure that will be taken up at the earliest. Decriminalization of 73 rules to enhance the ease of doing business, and arranged for the EC exploration for the mineral production up to 50% capacity without fresh public consultation. Unfair distinction between captive and merchant mines removed, and all valid clearances can now easily be transferred. We should try to engage. इधर ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम है, मैं मानता हूँ, but at the same time there are problems in the other states also. थोड़ा कम होगा लेकिन प्रॉब्लम है. अगर एक्सप्लोरेशन नहीं होता है तो आगे कुछ नहीं बढ़ता है जी। जो कुछ भी बेसिक रॉ मटेरियल है सब इंपोर्ट होता है। हमने जो इधर करके प्रोसेस करके जो टैक्स वगैरह लेते वही हमारा रेवेन्यू है। इफ यू प्रोड्यूस समथिंग, इफ यू इन द माइनिंग, द एंटायर थिंग विल बी टू द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट एंड इट इज फुल्ली टू अस। सो कीपिंग दैट इन माइंड एट पॉलिटिकल एंड ब्यूरोक्रेटिक लेवल, हमारा सोच ये रहना चाहिए कि somehow we should try to convince the people। जैसे ये ओडिशा में प्रॉब्लम नहीं था क्या? ओडिशा में भी नक्सलिज्म था, ठीक है, इधर ज़्यादा है, मैं इनकार नहीं कर रहा हूँ, इधर तो थोड़ा। तो आप क्या चाहते थे? मैंने बोला इसका पूरा ऑटोनमस बना दो। तो हमने ऑटोनमस बना दिया, अभी पैसा हमारे पास है। अगर कोई भी एक्सप्लोरेशन करके काम करना चाहता है तो हम पैसा देने के लिए आपको तैयार है। इनिशियली आई अनाउंस 5 करोड़, लेकिन आपको काम करना है। और तीसरा आपका फंक्शनल वर्किंग कमेटी, आप डिसाइड करो, वी आर रेडी फॉर दैट, वी हैव नो प्रॉब्लम। इसमें आपका कोऑर्डिनेशन ज़रूरत है। अगर हमारे तरफ से कुछ आपको रिक्वेस्ट और कुछ स्पेसिफिक ऑर्डर, आई डोंट नो, बिकॉज राइट नाउ आई डोंट नो हाउ टू डू इट, बट इफ देर इज एनी थिंग वी नीड टू डू दिस, I am ready to do it, and if there is any specific order or the instruction to be issued, we will do that, of course, with consultation of the all state governments. The now 2 chief ministers are here, and I will take guidance both from them, and I will try to do it. I have no issue in that.
I'm sure that this conclave will open a new chapter in the history of mineral exploration and mineral development in the northeastern of India. I'm also sure that the deliberations which took place this morning, as we have collectively discussed and passed few resolutions which are good for the northeast, the common concerns, will lead to an important policy decisions, and our mineral resources will not remain a mere potential, but will form a backbone for economic growth and development of the region with our resources. I want to specially thank the Union Minister for Mining, Sri Geology, for taking time out to grace this occasion. His presence here is a sign of the concern of the ministry, and it really encourages us. And I hope your discussion and resolution will take fruition. Nagaland, besides oil and natural gas, has economically viable mineral resources of coal, limestone, multi-metal, magnetite, and finer mineral resources, especially sandstones, distributed in all districts of the state. There are many reasons because of which we have not been able to exploit our resources. And in many occasions, I used to say that Nagaland is rich but remain poor because of not being exploiting our minerals. As would have been brought out in today's discussion, foremost among these is the harsh, rugged terrains and remote locations which does not have sufficient connectivity. Another issue is land ownership system and other logistic factors. We also are being hampered by the prolonged non-settlement of the Naga political issue. These factors have inhibited the proactive participation of exploration and abstracting agencies in the state. In the area of abstraction, by way of auctions of minerals blocks, as mentioned, we have identified multiple blocks. We are considering amendment of the relevant state rules, as you also had discussed, which we have enacted in line with Article 371A of the Indian Constitution to provide for a new auction regime, keeping in mind that exploration of these minerals and resources are a national priority, and the fact that the state government is resource constrained. The central government also need to provide assistance for road connectivity and required infrastructure development, which is essential for abstraction of any minerals. In the oil exploration and extraction sector, I have started discussion with Government of India and also have taken up with my counterparts, Chief Minister, Mr. Sharma, on sharing of royalties and desiring to finalize a tripartite MOU for Sector A, B, C, D, and EF of the disputed area belt along Nagaland and Assam border. We are hopeful that Assam CM will favorably respond to our request for including all the sectors in the MOU. I have received his positive letter and I have put some queries which I feel he will work it out and let me know. Once the confidence of the DAV is rebuilt, we should be able to take up exploration and abstraction in the remaining part of the state, for which a bipartite MOU is being discussed with Government of India.
I endorse the view of Honorable Chief Minister Rio that we are very rich from mineral point of view, mines, mineral, natural resources, but we are poor because sometimes we do not have technology, sometimes Government of India, because of our distance, used to take less interest on this region, and sometimes because of our own in-house region, I don't want to say what those are, but because of those we have not able to exploit our resources for the benefit of poor and downtrodden of our region. Today states like Orissa has explored their mineral resources and they become one of the rich states only in last 15 to 20 years because of the exploration of their mineral resources. We realize that we have also deposits, we have also been blessed by the nature, but we have to quickly resolve our issues. Once we resolve issues, I am sure that destiny will be with the Northeast and will also come out from the cycle of underdevelopment. What a government can do, we have seen since 2014. Today, Northeastern region has not only been mainstream, now the region has been in the focal point of the Government of India's policy, Government of India's planning, and we have become center of the growth journey of the country. Prime Minister Modi described us as Asta Lakshmi, a new engine of growth for the country. Today, the kind of development we have seen in the transportation sector, it it is indeed unbelievable if we go back 15 years back. Few days back, we have a meeting in Suraskan, that was a Sintan Sibir organized by Home Ministry. The government of Arunachal has presented that today government of Arunachal or people of Arunachal is not only getting high standard of road connectivity, now even railway link to Tawang has also been surveyed. It is under survey now. Every state has got airport. If somebody today arrive at Agartala airport, for a minute you will be confused whether this is a Calcutta or Agartala. Such a beautiful airport has been built by the government of India. Everywhere, few days back, it is beyond anybody's imagination that Dimapur to Kohima highway will be like this, the way it has been constructed. Now not only that, the highway will go to Kohima, Dimapur, through Karbi Alam, it is connecting to the east-west corridor. I think journey to Guwahati from Dimapur will be hardly 3.5 hours once this highway is complete. All these initiative has been taken by a single person. He is none other than our Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi. If this would have been continued in last 75 years, I think we would have been in the top brackets of the Indian state. However, destiny has waited. This is our region. We have waited for arrival of Prime Minister Modi, and since 2014, things are in fast place, things are happening, and I am sure that with the resolution of various political issues, our region will be move ahead in much faster basis.